Hey there, in this video I'm sharing 31 Canva tips and tricks to help you get started with using the platform. If you're new here, my name is Shweta and I talk all about digital products, sales funnels and marketing tools here on this channel. So if that is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. And if you're interested in learning more about Canva, keep watching. So we're going to be starting with some basic tips and tricks. So the first thing is you probably add a lot of text when you're creating stuff in Canva. So the easiest way to add text would be just hit T on your keyboard and you'll get this text and then you can edit it as you need. So I'm just going to delete this. So that's the first tip. You can use T on your keyboard to add text to Canva. Let's delete this. Okay, the other thing that you can do is if you want to group certain elements together so that when you're moving them, they move together, what you can do is you can select this, select the text at the back. So the way you can do this is you select this, then use shift on your keyboard, select the other one and just hit group here. So this way you can group the text and you can also ungroup them. So this is another tip. The third tip is you can choose this and click on position and position it either in the middle or top or center, and then if you want it in the bottom like this. So you can use the position feature to position your text. The next tip is you can actually add effects to your text. So the curve one is pretty new and this is really helpful if you're creating a logo or if you have like a circle and you want the text around it. So you can actually reduce the curvature using this feature, and then you can also reduce the font here. So you can fit your text within the circle that you're creating. And the next thing that you can do with your text is add a shadow. So you can choose how much of a shadow you want. You can offset it. You can also choose the direction of your shadow. You can also add some transparency to it, and also if you want to blur it a little bit. So this kind of looks good, right? So shadow is another thing that you can add to. Next, let's talk about some image-based tips. So you can use Canva to remove background from your image. So if I choose this image here, I can go into effects and use the background remover. And Canva will remove the background. So this is really helpful if you're using Canva to create images either for your YouTube thumbnail or even for some other social media. The other thing, the other tip that I really like when it comes to images is getting that dual background. So you might have seen, on YouTube for thumbnails, people have this white background around their image. Even on Instagram and Facebook, people use that. So that's another tip. So what you can do is you can copy this image. So I just use Command C, Command V to copy. And I'll remove the background again for this. And then what I'll do is I'll use effects and I will use the duotone here. So I'll choose one and I will change the colors for it. So when this kind of converts this to this cherry duotone, there's an option for me to select colors. So I'll use white in both. So then this turns white and then I can use it as kind of a dual tone. So it's just taking some time. Let me use another one. So if I use this filter, I can choose white here and white here. And you see how this has become kind of white. And I'll just put this and I'll position this or take this backward. So you can't see it now because I have a white background. So I'm going to show you another tip in terms of the background. So if you want a gradient background, which is really helpful again for social media images, you can go into elements and look for gradient. and I'll use this one. So you can spread it across the background. So just spread it across. Okay, uh, let's pull it and I'm just going to I'm just going to change the color first so you can add your brand colors. Uh, and just position it back. So now you can see that white tone, which kind of looks good when you're creating those images for social media. So the next thing what you can do is uh, with your image, you can actually adjust the brightness. If you want like a duller image, you can adjust the contrast, you can saturate it, and all of these things. You can also add filters. So if you want to, very similar to adding filters on your Instagram posts. So that's also really helpful. And you can also crop the image. So if you want to crop it like this, so it's cropped. So these are some of the things you can do with images. Another great feature of Canva is that you can create your brand kit. So if you have brand colors that you use very often, you can add them here. Now I have a ton added here because I use Canva for a couple of different brands. You can also add your logos here, which is helpful when you're, creating things for your brand and you want your brand logo on your images. You can also choose brand fonts and save them here. So what happens is once you save your brand kit here, when you go in and choose to change the color, if I'm changing the background color, I'll be able to see my brand colors here, so I can directly select my brand color and change the color. So that's another great feature of Canva. Let's look at another feature that I use pretty often, which is creating GIFs in Canva. So if you want to create a GIF, for example, if I change the background color here, remove this, and this is here. So I'm just creating a GIF with this appearing and disappearing. The first image does not have that text and the second image has that text. All I have to do is download it as a GIF. So you can choose a GIF, select both pages and just hit download and you'll be able to create a GIF. So that's a great way to, kind of add some spice to your social media posts by creating GIFs. The other thing with Canva is, let's look at this. I'm just going to delete this. So you can add frames. So I'm going to go to elements and look for frames. You can use these frames to create mock-ups. So you could use these frames like this, and then you could add a phone or iPad here, and you could actually create a mock-up right inside of Canva. So if I add this here, you could then add images of your products inside of these frames to create mockups. So that's one way of using frames. The other way that you could use frames is to add videos inside this element. So if I go to uploads and video, I can actually add a video right inside of here, and then I can use this as my Instagram story or on Facebook, for example, or even for an ad. I can also add royalty-free music right from Canva. A lot of people don't know this, but you could go to music, you could choose one, and you could just use it. And when you download it as an MP4, you'll get the music along with your video. So here I'm talking, but if you're using a video where you're not talking, you could definitely use these royalty-free music options. Of course, they are available on the Pro plan. I totally feel that when you're getting started with Canva, you can use the free plan, but the Pro plan is also pretty helpful. The next thing that I want to show is you can actually share this directly on social media platforms or just upload it to Google Drive. So if you want to share this particular post on Facebook, you could do that directly from here. And the other option is you could also schedule it. So let me find that option. So under see all, you have this scheduling feature, which is again on the pro plan. So this is the content planner right inside of Canva. You can actually connect your Facebook business page, your Facebook account, your LinkedIn, and schedule it. So if I choose a date, you have to choose a destination. So right now I have Twitter and Facebook connected. You could also click on schedule to choose any of these, connect that page, and schedule this post directly from Canva. Okay, let's look at some other features. So you can actually create a presentation in Canva. So all you have to do is click on create a design and look for presentation, and you can open this. So I'm just going to open the one that I already have here. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually run your webinar or presentation with Canva itself. So all you have to do is click on present and use the uh, presenter view or standard, whichever. I'll choose the presenter view, and you click on present, and you're basically gonna get this presentation window. What you what you have to do is just go to Canva Live, click on Start New Session, and you'll get this code. You can see it's live here. You'll get this code. All you have to do is share this code with people who are attending your presentation, and they just have to go to canva.live and enter this code. So you can run your presentation or webinar right from Canva itself, which is huge. So I'm just going to stop this. Okay, we're back. So that is huge, right? It's a great feature. The other thing that you can do is you can save this as a template. That, if you do multiple webinars or presentations, you can go click on these three dots, and here you'll see template. You can save this as a template and you can add it to a folder. So you can create a folder just for templates. So I'll just create new, and I'll just name this templates, and you can publish template and it'll be saved, right? So when you go back to your original kind of home page, under folders, you'll be able to find this. So if I refresh this, I have these folders here, so I'll be able to find my templates folder under all the folders. So if I go to all your folders, so templates right here, right? So that's another great feature. The other thing that you can do is you can animate the templates if you want. So different slides, right? So when you're kind of presenting this as a webinar or presentation, you'll have these animated slides. You can also, again, use filter and all these options. You can choose how, like this timing is for the animation. So if you remove the animation, you can add the animation and then use the timer here. The other thing that I love about Canva is the magic resize. So just click on resize and choose, a different size option. You can also custom it and just choose it and just copy and resize. And this entire presentation will be copied and resized in the size of a Facebook post. Again, this is a pro feature, just mentioning it. If you don't use a pro, you might not be able to use this, but again, like I said, pro is totally worth it. So resizing is great. The other thing that you can do is you can select this text and you can add a link to it. So I'm just going to say instagram.com. So you can link it to external websites, which is also great. You might also want to change the color here to make sure people see this as a link. So this really helps if you're, creating an ebook in Canva, which is the next thing I'm going to show you. So you can create an ebook right in Canva. Canva has some amazing templates when it comes to ebooks. So you can choose a template or you can create your own. So I'm just going to choose this. And of course, these are just covers, but you can also create an entire ebook. So what I generally do is I use the ebook cover and then I'll just add a page. I'll remove the text and I'll add a paragraph text by clicking T, and I'll add all my text. You can create multiple, multiple types of ebooks. You could also create workbooks, fillable workbooks. So that's another thing that you can do in Canva. And of course, you could download it as a PDF so that it's used as an ebook. The other thing that not a lot of people know about Canva is that you can create your own website. Yes, you can create your own website in Canva. So just choose the website design. Again, multiple templates available. You can choose what works best for your business. So if I go with this, I'll click on apply all 5 pages, and of course you'll edit the name and everything, and then you will click on publish it as a website and just go for classic navigation and open website. So this is how your website is going to look. It has all these browsing features where when you click on it, it takes you to that particular area on the website. And this is basically, you'll find the link here. So if you click on, so you just click on publish it as a website, and when you open website, so this is kind of the link you have to share with your audience. Let's go back. This is the link, and when you share this link, it's basically a portfolio, and you can just get people here on the last page. If you're selling anything or if you're getting on a call with people, you can just add like link. I can't edit it here. I'll go back here, but I could just go here and say link to book a call, and then just link it here to my call scheduling platform. So acuityscheduling.com, and it would just directly take them to this link to book a call. So this is a great way if you're just getting started, but you don't really, have the time, or you don't want to make the investment to build your own website. This is a great way to get started. The next thing that you can do in Canva is you can design your email signature. So you could just select custom size, and I'll just go with 600 into 200. You can add a frame to add your image. So elements, frame, and you can add your image here. You can add text here. Let me get this here. So I could just say Shweta Tower. I could add my image here. So elements or uploads. I'll just add this image for now. You could add your website link, social media elements. So the way you can add social media elements is you can, under elements, you can look for social media. You have Facebook, you have YouTube. You can also look for Instagram. You can also just type in here TikTok. You'll find that. So you could just add those here. And then of course you could add a link to them here. So tiktok.com, apply, and then you can download it as a PNG with transparent background, and then add it to your Gmail. Under settings, you can add your signature there as an image. Talk about filters. So you can actually filter all of your images or anything that you're searching for based on free or pro. You can also filter them based on color. So I can do this free, and then I can just look for this color and apply filters. Of course, there's no TikTok element with that, but if I remove TikTok and I filter arrow stickers, so it's just showing me orange stickers that are free because I chose orange and I chose free. So that's a great way to apply filters. If I'm looking at my presentation here, the another good way to look at it, especially if it's an ebook or something, is by using the grid view. So you can just click here and choose the grid view, and you can choose you can see your entire presentation here. um, the other thing that you can do, I'll just remove this, is just use this arrow to present in full screen to get a better idea of how your presentation looks like. And you also have this feature of, you'll be able to see it here, that canva.live, and if people enter this code, they'll be able to join you in your presentation live. Some of the other templates that I wanted to talk to you about, I'm gonna go for recommended for you. So you can also um, create invoices in Canva. So if I click on create a design and look for invoice, you could totally create an invoice right inside of Canva, which is like super amazing. You can choose uh, a template and just edit it based on your brand colors, your logo, and everything, and then just you can just directly share it directly with an email address. So random email at gmail.com, and you can either only give them a view option, add a message, and directly send it to them, or if it's someone on your team, they can edit it, use that, and directly send it. So that's another great option. And you can use the share feature for anything you create in Canva. You can also create moving kind of, if you want moving images for your IGTV or Instagram story, you can use animated. This is the one that I chose, animated social media. So you could use a template, edit it, and it's almost like a GIF, but not really. And again, tons of templates already available in Canva. So if you click on download, you can download it as an MP4 video, which will be like a video file, or you can just do it as a GIF. So this is another great thing that you can do in Canva. Canva has templates for absolutely everything you need under the sun, right? There's social media, events, marketing, there's documents, you can build your resume, there's video, there's school, there's tons of different things that you can do. And of course, the best way would be just to go inside the platform, try it out. And I hoped this video helped you and gave you some ideas for you to try inside of Canva. If you did like this video, don't forget to like it, share it, comment, tell me what you think about it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.